Okay, hello. My name is Jack Fuller, junior studying economic statistics, and I'm going to be taking you through my project, final project for the Minecraft class. I really enjoyed when looking at the past projects, kind of some of the pixel art things, and that's kind of what got me into Minecraft in the first place when I was younger, was kind of creating quote unquote art, but just kind of like, pictures, 2D designs in creative mode. So that's what I ended up doing. I've always kind of been a fan of like basketball, Kobe Bryant, and I was just kind of feeling doing something for, kind of a picture of him. So I actually found this photo online. I'll screen share here. So I found this photo online, downloaded it. I've actually got a friend who's an art major, so he kind of took me through because I, didn't want to use a generator as was requested. So we kind of printed this out, put like a grid over it to try to figure out how to do like different blocks to try to make it look as realistic as possible. Kind of this cutout of Kobe Bryant, pumping his fists. So we did our best rough estimate and ended up putting that into Minecraft, created my own server, or my own world in creative. And let me share my screen to take you over there. So here we are in the game. Here I'll set the weather to be clear, and here is the kind of pixel art I made of Kobe Bryant. I ended up using just like a few different things. If you look at my inventory here, I basically mainly just use this quartz block for white stuff, brown wool, brown terracotta, and these kind of planks for his skin tone. Obviously, I had yellow concrete and I used yellow wool. That's not in my inventory for some reason for the jersey, as well as this purple concrete. And then I actually used some of the blue wool and red wool for the NBA logo on his jersey. I really enjoyed how this turned out. I think, for me, I really liked how I ended up making the pants and the jersey. I think that kind of looks the best on this. I think it kind of like it's a little flowy, a little wavy. Really worked out well, and I worked with my friend who's an art major a lot of like shading and texturing. I think the arms as well. This arm down here wasn't the best, and maybe his face. It was hard to get into a lot of detail. Just kind of again looking back at the old picture and boxing it out. But generally, I kind of enjoyed what I came up with here. I might come back to this after finals, keep working on it, some finer, minute details. But for the moment, I'm pretty happy with this. And yeah, I guess this kind of concludes my final project video. So thank you guys for a great semester. Yeah.
All right. Hi, I'm Michael, and my project is about recreating the tutorial stage from HoneyNToasty. So I'll be voicing over two recordings, one of me playing the HoneyNToasty tutorial and also one of me walking through the Minecraft project. And my Minecraft self will be trying to catch up and in sync with my HoneyNToasty self. So we start off in this room, and we go through this series of hallways that teach the player about the attacking and jumping mechanics from HoneyNToasty. So there's that, and then we come across the first platforming room, and there's some extra geo here. And then after going through that, there is the tutorial on how to heal, which is you need to hit enemies and collect this resource and then expend the resource for healing. So then we arrive at the second platforming room, and there's this optional sort of side room that gives you some extra geo if you get to the top of this series of ledges. Alright, so after you make your way past these platforms, you get to the top, and you can see the blue cocoon room, which is mechanic and HoneyNToasty, which gives you extra hearts, temporary extra hearts, if you hit them, if you catch those little things running around. Okay, so after this door, you fall victim to a floor trap, which I actually took inspiration from the midterm to build. So after this series of spikes here, there's two directions, and if you go down the bottom direction, which is only accessible through pogoing across these spikes, in the early game at least. You can come across some extra lore and another reward. Alright, and then you come all the way back down. It actually loops all the way back down to the first platforming room. So you have to go all the way around back to get where you were before. But this time, since you've fallen down once, you can actually go into the alcove that players might have seen, caught a glimpse of when they fell down the first time. And there's some extra geo in there. Geo is the currency of Colonite. So you just get some extra currency from here. And then this time we can go up the top route to come up again on the other side of the trap. That's basically the tutorial. There's some extra bit of lore here. And then you break this giant door here, and you're released into the world of HoneyNet. Alright, that's about it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for the great semester.
my name is David, also known as Sleppt, and this is my MC Stuco final project. Yeah, so for my project I made a CTM, or Complete the Monument. For anyone that doesn't know, Complete the Monument is a kind of genre of map where you have to collect different objectives, usually wolves, in different areas, and then basically complete the monument. For this map, I made 2 areas, for the sake of time and simplicity. Definitely not as fleshed out as I would have hoped it would be, but we do. So, there's the monument, some rules, and 3 bonus objectives. There's 3 different spirits that are kind of hidden around the map. Feel free to explore and help those as well. So yeah, it's for the sake of keeping things as, you know, as hidden, I guess, or not as exposed. Because I don't want to expose all of the secrets, basically, to kind of keep the experience fresh. This map has 5 different custom mobs that I made myself using the imyhyder plugin. This map was made using Voxel Sniper and World Edit, 2 other terraforming and build assist plugins, I guess. Yeah, so this is kind of I'm just gonna fly through, I guess. You can see this is kind of the opening area. Very forward, kind of this big tree with roots and stuff. That's kind of what I was going for. Some spawners. If I had more time, I would definitely populate more of the kind of surrounding areas with maybe more buildings and stuff, but for now, this is what I've got. Opens up into this giant area with this big tree, mushroom thing. Yeah, and then basically you explore, you go down and find the first wool. And the second wool is this kind of marshy area. That's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, these are 2 areas that I have. This map also contains some custom items, weapons, also using the BetaBort plugin. Yeah, pretty short, easy map for the most part. I'm not sure about the balance, so if you play this and it's a little too difficult or too easy, then probably go just fast. If I had more time, I'd make more areas, but I feel like 2 was pretty good enough. Yeah, this is my first map in a while, actually. I used to make more of these in the past, but this has been a good chance to kind of get back into it, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoy playing this. Don't remember the name, but yeah, this is the map, and I believe the download link will be available somewhere.
Hello. This is my Minecraft final project. So first of all, I'm recording this on Zoom, which does not work very well. I think there will probably be a lot of frame drops. I tried using OBS, but it never worked on my computer. It was always crashing, so it's kind of unfortunate. So I spawned in my world in this like village area. So I decided to build like a path leading up to my final project. And my final project was this amusement park. So we're gonna go there now. It's creative, so we're gonna fly there. So I have this walkway. It's a very long walkway leading up to the park. It's gonna fly the rest of the way because it's faster. So it'll probably look very choppy in the recording. Here we are at the entrance. And I had some villagers as like park attendees, just like filling all the space. To the left is the entrance. And here's where you come out. And here is the ticket booth. And there's some villagers inside taking tickets. I definitely did not fence them in to a 1x1 square, press them up against the glass pane. So here's the entrance. Now we're inside the park. You can see in the center, I have this nice fountain, and it's lit up very well. It's kind of why I decided to show park at night. I think the lighting makes it look a lot better because a lot of open space, I guess. And here's the kind of higher up view of the park. So here we're at the entrance, ticket booth. We have them in the middle of the fountain. And then over here is the main attraction, which is a roller coaster I built. I call it the cave coaster. And I kind of made it look cavey. That's why I have all the black buildings, little black like tunnels, I guess, throughout the coaster. And over there is kind of like a small river ride on the pond. There's some fish, there's a turtle there. It's just like a relaxing like little boat ride thing. And over here, I have a small petting zoo area. And then we're gonna go look at those now, but this is definitely the main attraction. And I put some glowstone in the ground just like light up the park a bit better. So let's walk in. I'm gonna pause periodically just in case the FPS is really choppy, just so you can at least see what the park is supposed to look like. And unfortunately, the villagers are just walking everywhere, but that's okay. And somehow my minecart is gone. I'm gonna spawn really quickly. Here's the exit, and the cart kind of just goes to a stop right at the entrance, which is pretty nice. Now we're out. We're gonna take a quick look at the second attraction, which I just called River Ride. There's a boat here which you can get in, kind of just like ride all around, this little like circle. Just loaded to my boat though. I also put a turtle here, some fish. I'll put a turtle over there, but I don't know why it's like in the boat now. But I'll just like fly around quickly, just like get a quick view and pause sometimes. There's another turtle over here. And then for some reason all the villagers are like swimming in the water. It's okay, I guess. And here's the last attraction. It's kind of like a petting zoo. I guess it's more of a zoo, but I just put some animals here to look at. We have some farm animals. We have like the chickens, the laid an egg. We have a pig, we have a cow. We have some sea life. And there were were some fish here, but for some reason, I think they all died. I'm not really sure how. They keep dying. I also had a dolphin here. It also mysteriously disappeared. That's kind of strange. I have a person here. And then I have an iron golem hidden here. And it was supposed to be like a zombie villager, but I have this one on peaceful, so he can't spawn in. And when I changed it to easy, all these slimes started like spawning, like invading my park. That was kind of annoying. So I just have an iron golem instead of a zombie villager. Just kind of not what I wanted, but I guess it's not bad. And there's my project. And of course, here's the exit. Now we're back at the front. So thank you for watching. Sorry about all the FPS drops that there probably were, but I hope you enjoyed looking at my project.
Hello, welcome to my final project. So I was given the task, or I created a task for myself to create an underwater house in Minecraft. So I got a little liberty with what I had to do. So let's go check it out. So we kind of have this railroad track to get from the land to the sea. So we'll just kind of take this railroad. During this time, I just want to kind of explain what the idea was. So I kind of made an underwater house, kind of a basic, simple house that was meant to kind of be a representation of a home within the sea. And if you read the sign, it says, "Welcome to the final project house." Yeah, so let's go down. There we go. Yeah, so just open the doors, kind of let yourself in. This is kind of the place to kind of air yourself out, make sure you kind of get your breath of air while you were down there. Let's go in. So we'll kind of explore this part later. This is kind of towards the end. We'll be there very soon. But let's ring the bell because we're back home. And yeah, this is kind of the house, right? There's kind of the bed, kind of the sleek, classic regular bed that you kind of love and know. This is kind of your bookstore, kind of your book area. You can read your nice little weird ever book that's coming out, that Minecraft language. Here's your TV with some, the bookshelves under it. Have some nice decor kind of representing it. Have some cake if you're hungry. And then here's just the kitchen. Not the kitchen, but the eating area, the dining room. Quite fabulous. And to make it all the better, we have this beautiful, beautiful upper area of water that is just hanging above us. Currently, there's supposed to be animals around, and I actually believe that they despawned because we're too far away. So it is a little sad to show. But yeah, there's supposed to be fish up there, some beautiful stuff, but it's quite the sight to see. And quite the last area is this area. Yes, it is, you kind of think to yourself, what's going on here? What's happening? Originally, this kind of place was meant to be a rainbow light switch. So essentially, it would have redstone kind of alternating, and then essentially the walls would light up. So it would kind of be like this rainbow that's kind of shooting down in terms of lights, and then yeah, it'd be pretty, but ultimately I couldn't really get it done. A lot of the redstone was not working, but I thought the best alternative would then just be, still have the colors. As you just kind of walk down these pathways, kind of experience the color pathways. There's some beautiful, beautiful pillars that are surrounding the house. There are 4 pillars. Obviously, we have windows so you can kind of see what's going on outside. Here, it's a little bland. I will say, the sea's not doing too much over here, but it's still quite the spectacle, especially at night. You keep walking. Again, we kind of have the 4 pillars, kind of the other side of what's happening. This is kind of where we were from the beginning, but it's just kind of a continuation of the colors as we continue to go through. It's very nice. We just keep moving on. Again, the other pillar. Oh, you see the back of the TV here and the bookshelves. Nothing to see here, though. Don't look at it. Architectural structure. And the colors keep going. Yeah. Here is a little bit more bland. I will say you see some sand. But you can see over there the railroad, our railroad. We just kind of circle around and we're back to where we were. So, yeah, I think, I mean, let's go back up. Let's ring the bell one more time. Make sure everyone inside this house knows that we're leaving. And let's go. Let's go back up. Oh, wrong door. There we go. Let's go back up. Then, if you want to go back home, take the minecart and just take it. Yeah. So I want to say thank you for the great semester of Minecraft. Kind of on our trip back. It was appreciated. And yeah, hope you guys have a great summer. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this small little project of mine. It actually took quite a lot of time actually to remove the water, not actually, and to also excavate a lot of the things. But once that pre-planning was done, I created this beautiful area. Yeah, thank you so much, and hope you guys have a great day.
Hello, my name is Jordy Long, and this is a tour of my final project for the Stuco class. I actually did this on a server called Paxteria. It's not the class server, but I started playing on the server at the beginning of the first quarantine with another one of our classmates, Chester. And so everything behind me at the moment was built by Chester, and everything in front of me was built by me. So I'm standing on top of our nether portal right now, which I'm going to come down to here. So this is the nether portal design, and so the unique aspects of my base is that I brought the new nether biomes into the overworld, and I also tried to make all of the pathways out of soul soil or soul sand so that you can run really fast with soul speed boots on. So all the terrain around I custom built. I grew all these trees, put in some plants and rocks and stuff. And then I have all these walkways running through my base. So yeah, so let's start. So over here we've got a nether tree growing farm. You plant on these two pathways and it grows up there. This is for growing the nether nature stuff, so all of the roots and all of these things that you see dotted around. Cactus farm over here, growing a lot of cactus. And so this is my main house, where I have my storage system and stuff. I'll do a flyover of it. I got this roof texture that I really like. Yeah, so this is the interior dining table, temporary brewing stuff. And then this is my storage system, organized chests. And we've got a garage over here and a staircase up to the upstairs, which I'm really happy with. Chandeliers and enchanting, bedroom, bar, super smelter. And this is the map room of my whole area. So this section is the part that I built. Yeah, so let's go back out off the balcony. I have these custom lakes as well in the terrain. Yeah. So let's keep going. So this, I'm going to fly up for this. This is the factory. This is the biggest build in the area. Get a good view of it. So inside the factory, you can kind of see in the windows, there's a tree farm as well as a cobblestone and basalt farm over here. And so that all gets TNT blown up down into that area. This is a kelp farm, pretty standard. Just piston kelp farm. This is a little well in the middle. It'll go down into the cobblestone farm area. So this is the storage room for all the cobble basalt, and all of the tree farm storage is over here as well. Into sleep. So moving on, this is a wheat farm. You'll also notice I have a border wall around the whole outside of the area, so I built that. That was part of the stuff that I worked on for the actual final project. So this is just the pretty standard wheat farm. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Moving on, I've got, this is just a mine shaft with a custom designed hallway. This is the gate transitioning between the two. So the sort of the crimson, or the, whatever this is called, warped and crimson biomes. This one has lava lakes and the custom red stuff. So this is just a netherwort farm, pretty standard. Water comes down. Yeah, and storage for that's down there. I gotta move kind of quick, there's a lot of stuff. This is the building, the exterior for that. This is the villager breeder building for that. I use a lot of bone blocks and for most of the main building blocks. So yeah, inside is just the villager breeder with the villagers going over there. All these pathways go throughout the whole base still. This is the underside of that. Come up here, this is a little fishing shack. I had to block it off so the villagers don't pathfind to all this stuff. But I can store a lot of fish in here from my guardian farm. So this is just the villager track. This would go away at some point, but yeah, this is in here is a melon farm. All the drops from that come down here. Standard melon farm, piston design. This is a giant carrot and potato farm. Oops, can't fly. Villagers in there. Storage comes down into here. And I use that for all the trading as well as the melons. Border wall still comes around, and this is what I built in for the final project. Is this very large villager trading hall? So I've got tons of villagers with zombies that can be converted. You can convert the villagers with them. I think I have 50 in here at the moment, and they all have the best trades possible. All carrots, potatoes for all of them. And then I just aesthetic stack of emeralds in here. And so yeah, I'm going to do a fly around to the base as well because there's a lot of stuff that's good to see from above. So this is the villager trading hall. Melon pumpkin farm, potato carrot, villager breeding, netherwort. And then this is the outside of the factory. It's got these docks for large ships. I want to put a boat in at some point, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. This is a pretty standard mob farm. Storage for that is down here. And pretty standard automatic sorting system. And this is actually Jester's final project, so you can watch his portion for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Spent a lot of time on this. Thanks for watching.
Hello, my name is Chester, and for my Minecraft project, I did this big underwater monument on my survival world. So a world that I've been working on with a ton of friends over the summer, and mostly during quarantine, so we've spent a lot of time on here. I'll do a little overview, a little walkthrough to show kind of the process I went through and some of the ideas that I had throughout it all. So most of my designing, I kind of like to do more like a natural process. So this bottom area, all this grass and the trees, I like to make more natural. And so I didn't completely finish, but I was planning on working with like maybe putting the shulkers in the wall and adding a little more base-like feel to it, which was the original idea, but I decided to go with more of a natural monument, aquarium type thing. And yeah, if I had more time to work in it, I'd probably make little inlets for farms, kind of like an overall base, but obviously since I've been working on this for a while, I already have a base, so there wasn't really a need for a new one. Yeah, so I'll walk around. Designing, I did a little bit in creative, so mostly like the outer shell. The walls, like what kind of went well together, I did in creative, and then most of it was really just free-for-all. Kind of getting the right materials and the right design going so that it looked best with kind of like the underwater vibe. I have little windows. Most of the resources I gathered myself. Obviously, we've been on the server for a while, so that was pretty easy. A lot of the stone, andesite, cobblestone, prismarine came from the ocean, obviously. A lot of warp stem collection, and then we have a beacon. And I was hoping to get a conduit in the inside, but couldn't get that. But yeah, from the outside, I'll do a little fly around too to check it out. But from the outside, it took a while to kind of clear out. So my initial process was to build a circle and then I cleared out an extra circle around here of stone so that I could build the wall without having to worry about like water getting in. So I built the whole stone outside, cleared out the entire inside with sponges and sand, and then built the walls, built the staircase, and then built the grass at the bottom and the aquarium on the inside. So that took a lot of resource gathering of like the tropical fishes and coral and all that stuff in there. So I can fly around and take a better look at it if we want. It's a decent size. Most of it was really just grinding out the sand and the water, getting all the water out of there. But yeah, we'll take a look. It's much deeper than the actual ocean floor. It's probably like 45 blocks deep. So I had to do a lot of digging down. That's why I have this haste beacon. And then if we look on the inside, we can go check out the fish. Designed this on myself, a little kind of like spiraling coral reef with all these fish in here. And a little bit of natural lighting with the sea pickles, which is cool. And then if we want, I can look around the neighborhood a little bit more. We can see Jordy's project is right over here, so it's actually really close to us. And then some of the other stuff that we've done in this world. We've got a little nether portal going all different ways. This is my main base. I did like a... Again, I'm more of an indoor person, so I did an indoor mesa, which I thought was pretty cool. I didn't really spend much time designing it, but not a big actual builder, more of an interior designer. And yeah, that's pretty much my project. We spent a lot of time on this world. Probably not for very much longer, but yeah, it was very fun. Thank you for a good semester.
Hi, my name is Andy. This is my Minecraft Studio project. This is the Valorant Map Ascent. So essentially, this is the T side of the Valorant map. This is the middle. And this is to the right side here is, I believe is Site B. And then we can also see the CT sided map. That's middle as well. And here's A site. You can see the glass boxes as well, and boathouse. These callouts probably only make sense if you've played the game before, but this is essentially recreating that map. Here's also the A site as well. Here's a clock that you can see in the set. That's pretty much it. It's just a fairly simple recreation of that. Yeah.
Hello, so for our project, we decided to make Bubblegum KK from Animal Crossing into a song using note blocks. So we were able to find some sheet music online, and we used a program to specifically plan out where our notes are going to be, along with what instruments to use, like what blocks to put underneath. We did this ourselves. We read from the sheet music and used the program. So this is on the Minecraft Studio survival servers. So throughout the entire semester, we gathered the materials that we would need to do this project. We also made a minecart track to keep track of the song, and that's everything. I hope you enjoy.
All right. Hi, this is my Minecraft Stucco final project. I'm Max Gonzalez, mdgonzal, mdgonzal on all the other platforms that we use. And yeah, for my final project, I was working on a recreation of Phipps Conservatory over in Shenley Park. I bit off a little bit more than I can chew, but I'll be showing off kind of what I got done in the past couple weeks. Yeah, working on this project. So I guess starting out here on the exterior here, I built out most of the glass enclosure that kind of makes up the greenhouse. I was able to use some of the command functions we learned in class to clear this area here in the jungle. I specifically built this in a jungle because if you aren't aware, grass in Minecraft actually takes on like different hues of green, depending on what biome you're in, and I wanted kind of the brightest greens for all the vegetation inside the greenhouse. So yeah, that was cool to use some of that, and I used a little bit of the cloning command to help with the roof, but yeah, a lot of this was kind of block by block. So yeah, let's head inside. This is kind of the main room of Phipps Conservatory that branches off into the other rooms here. It's called Palm Court here, so I built all these palm trees. I thought adding the cocoa beans was kind of a nice touch there to make it look like coconuts. This room isn't the prettiest, it's just kind of a lot of ferns and vines and kind of this brick meeting area where you kind of gather before you branch off into the rest of the conservatory. Let's actually go the other way first, because I did a little less this way. I kind of started with some of my favorite rooms and branched out from there. So this room is the serpentine room. It's just got this long brick path that kind of snakes through different seasonal flowers. I kind of went for a spring thing. I know a lot of people visit in the winter time, but I didn't really feel like building a bunch of Christmas trees everywhere. They usually have some cool art installations throughout the conservatory, so I tried to replicate some of those with the shroom lights and different things here. And then this is the last room I got to on this side. This is called the fern room, which is just kind of really overgrown. A lot of vegetation, a few more palm trees in here. Yeah, I just wanted to make this one feel really jungly. Like everything was super tall. You're kind of in the thick of it. And then heading on over to the other side here, kind of zip back across. I forget what this room's called, but this is one of my favorite rooms. It has the three fountains in the middle. Unfortunately, because I wanted to put trapdoors here on the sides, I couldn't get kind of some of the hanging flowers that they have here, but I think this looks pretty good. And then this last, oh, hold on, we almost skipped the desert room here. This was cool. Yeah, trying to get the desert room to feel right, and I put another one of the glass installations up there. But yeah, using some of the rocks and dead bushes, and I had to use some string here to keep the cactuses from growing too high. Because I remember the first time I left it and came back in here, they were all, to the roof, which wasn't the look I was going for. And then we have this kind of pond room here. Sometimes they have the big Christmas tree in the middle, but I just went for these lilies in the middle that I made. And then these two kind of viewing rooms here. This one's really cool. It kind of has an elegant feel. People take wedding pictures here. Normally you would just have to stand back there and look out at it, but we can take a fly over here. Lots of roses, quartz. These are actually shroom blocks for the floor. Kind of a nice elegant room there. And then the last interior is over here. I think this is called the East Room. It's another one that you just get to look out on. They have these weird, like, light blue sidewalls that look like they're from, like, the 60s or something. But the warped blocks were really good for replicating that. And yeah, they have a nice little stream running through here, which I put in. And yeah, this was really cool to work on kind of my landscaping. I do a lot of, like, technical Minecraft, so to bust out all the flower blocks was cool, and yeah, put this together. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope everyone had a great time in the class. I know I did. See ya.
Hello, guys. I am Imran. This is my final project that I want to go through. What I decided to build was a mall. Um, my concept behind this mall was just incorporating as many different concepts and blocks as possible and kind of giving it a pop art kind of vibe. So when you walk into the mall over here, first of all, you see there's a lot of glass because I kind of wanted to look down into this area here, which was where I was building the mall. The first door is the bakery, of course. So this is obviously primarily made of wood. It actually was slightly built into a mountain, so you do see some stone down there. And it's just a pretty basic bakery that was put in here. This is the actual cashier. Um, then when you get into the actual mall with your cake, hopefully, the first thing that you'll see is the blacksmith. So of course, again, here you see some experimentation with some different blocks. I put some lava up here, and of course with the gold bricks and the diamond bricks, you have the blacksmith here. I'm sure he'll be more than willing to make anything. So that's like the first store that's in the mall. The second idea that I had was this over here, which is the zoo. So the zoo is right here. As you can see, it's primarily birds, horses, those kinds of animals. I put some turtles in here. There's also some slight parkour back here, and the zoo is almost entirely made out of glass. So you can look at it from anywhere you are in the mall. Um, this is kind of some of that pop art style that I was talking about earlier. If you go up here, you have the inn. Um, you have a few people sleeping in these beds. I would say it's more of a hostel than an inn because there's not separate rooms. But if you're coming out here from wherever and you want to spend the night at the mall, you definitely have that option. Over here is the library. As you can see, it is a pretty big library. Some of the birds got out from the zoo, so they're now part of the library because I did not want to kill them. And you have the second floor here where you also have a bunch of books. So if you go across the street, you have Urban Outfitters. I guess right now the deal is buy one, get one free, which I put on that sign there. And this is kind of, I guess, more of like a traditional armory. You have, chest plates, helmets, pants, and shoes, boots. And in most cases, when I could, I did put a cashier in, so I have one here. So if you come down over here, you have a magic shop, which is basically rare items and that kind of stuff. You have some pistons here, just kind of creating like a little bit of a mysterious vibe here. And that was that whole kind of concept here. And if you look here, it actually says freed. And obviously you have the cashiers again here too. And yeah, so again, if you go throughout the mall, something that I really like that I did is I experimented with a lot of different kinds of blocks. I played Minecraft when I was younger, but there wasn't as many different blocks and concepts. You can see this up here as well. And now there's like so many different designs and stuff that you can experiment with. So I definitely wanted to get into that and see what possibilities were there and give it kind of an interesting vibe. But you come out of the mall on this side, and that's pretty much the whole thing.
All right. Hello and welcome to my Minecraft Stucco final project. I did sort of present what I had before in during the our last meeting on Tuesday. And since then, quite frankly, I've been like super busy and studying for my finals and stuff that I didn't really find any more time to work on this. But I had to put this video out today, so I'll show you what I've sort of made so far. We'll start with the fountain area. I actually haven't introduced the project yet if you haven't seen it before, but I tried recreating Summoner's Rift from League of Legends. And yeah, so I tried getting most of like at least the ground level and like sort of the outlines of all the different features. So I can start with the base. So each base has 3 inhib towers, 3 inhibs, 2 nexus towers, a nexus, and then the fountain with the shopkeeper. So here's a tower, an inhib, another tower, another inhib. There's also these like pile of rocks here. I think they're like gravestones or something, but I'm not too sure. Here's the Nexus towers, and here is the Nexus. This is the fountain. I added a blacksmith villager here because it makes sense that because the shopkeeper is usually here, and I thought it fit well. And if we move over to the jungle, which some of it is done, but not very much. See that I did add some of the details on it. I made sure to include like all the different paths here, and I tried laying out where the bushes are and stuff. These are like the walls, and here would be like red buff area, and I'm not sure what I'd put in here. I think it's supposed to be like, well, it's supposed to be a golem, I think, but I don't know any Minecraft mobs that are like golems. At least I don't, not that I recall. So yeah, I was gonna try to put in mobs here. I know when I presented it on Tuesday that I mentioned that I forgot that you have to name tag mobs in order for to not despawn. But yeah, obviously I wasn't able to make any time to work on this since then, so I didn't end up putting any mobs in here. If you'll notice, I'm also missing the lane towers. I just have their outlines. Again, it was mostly just because of time constraints that I didn't get to do anything. Here's where the Baron Pit, I believe. Yeah, it's red, so it's the Baron Pit. And then on the other side is the Dragon Pit. I was gonna try putting like a dragon inside like a bed, or the Ender Dragon inside like a bedrock cage or something. And try to capture the essence of that. I was also going to try to do the same thing with a Wither, because I thought the Wither looked most like the Baron. I decided that it was too much effort given how little time I had, and if something went wrong, this whole thing could have gotten ripped apart by the Wither, so I didn't really want that. I did start working on the red base, but I never really got anywhere with it. And yeah, that's the project. I wish I could do more, but I really just couldn't make any time for it. But honestly, I'm pretty proud of it considering how little time I had. Obviously, it's not perfectly symmetrical because I didn't learn how to duplicate blocks like across a certain plane or line or whatever. But yeah, I did, quite frankly, the best I could do, and hope you liked it.
Hello everyone, my name is Preston Blair, and this is my Minecraft Stucco final. I created somewhat of an outpost or an armory type location where anyone could go to visit storefronts, grab a bite to eat, or do whatever their desires are. We'll start with the entrance in this archway. We have a few iron golems to protect the various people inside. We have some traveling villagers inside here, along with other villagers manning different locations. We have an archery zone over here and here. And then we can go in here. We have our quarry for all mining necessities. A minecart going around, and then down here for more mining. Over here, we have a few toolsmiths. This guy's floating, I guess. With our forge, I guess. So kind of, we have some lava and then water. Here would be an armor store. So you can buy your various armors from the different villagers, showcased on these armor stands. In here, we have a weapon store. along with some potion making. We go to the second floor. We have our diner area. This is a little waiting area. Inside, you can buy cake, lunch down, various furnaces, and some butchers in here with some queue lines around. If we make our way up here, we have our eating area and a little lounge, more cake, and then more seating over here as well. So that's pretty much my final, a little place, little outpost, stopping point along your adventures and your travelings. Come in here, get a bite to eat, have a safe place to stay, practice your archery, and do what you got to do. Thank you, guys.
All right, welcome to the showcase for my final Minecraft Stucco project. It is a racing minigame, sort of a go-kart style, boats on ice. Boats on ice, they move really well, kind of like bumper cars, so I thought it'd be fun to do. They're hard to control. And yeah, I'm doing it alone today, but I'm showing off all the obstacles. This is the first obstacle. It's just like, it's supposed to stop you for a few seconds, which can really make the difference in a race like this. It stops you. The other one has nothing on it, so you can definitely go faster. If you get greedy and want to stay on the inside of the course, it's going to get you. There's mobs over here, but I'm creative mode right now, so I'm going to just make myself survival for a second, but try not to die, because I've actually already recorded and died during the race, so... yeah, I'm not gonna... Sorry for giving you all, like, nausea. That was pretty awful for me, too. The goal of this minigame is supposed to be to not lose your boat, and I just lost my boat, like... because, you know, can't get out of the freaking water. Wool carpet on ice is really interesting. It completely stops your momentum. It acts as a wall, but not a wall. I actually made this whole world out of ice and wool. You like a super flat world. I'm awful at this. Just so I would have to save some work. There's a lava obstacle. I already died to this one, so I'm going to stay in creative. And in fact, I would have died just now to it again, because I am awful at controlling these boats. I'm not going to go to survival to show off what the shokers do, because probably one shoker shot could just, like, end me if it sends me too high. But yeah, there are shokers shooting at you from up there. It's getting real thin, so people would have to, like, you know, fight each other in those narrow corridors. Cactuses are the most dangerous part of the whole race so far. I'm going extremely slow. I would lose a race, and I would actually lose my boat, so worst of both worlds. But yeah, There's like a perfect angle you can get to just send it, and that was not it. Let me see if I can get it this time. No? Alright, well, I'm giving one more try and then just admit that I'm bad at this game. Alright, bad at this game, because oh, alright, no. Yeah, these, never mind. Okay, these obstacles aren't meant to be easy. I think that probably nobody should beat this course in their first try by losing a boat. But yeah, this is the final obstacle, or one of the final obstacles. This is actually like a trick, because it makes you think that it'll be like that one and the blocks will go back down, but they don't. I have to reset it every single time, but in exchange, it will definitely catch you off guard. It's in 50 seconds waiting for the pistons to go back down, and they never do. And then this is the cactus corridor. I'm awful at this, so don't worry about it. And yeah, that's let me set the time today so that a million mobs don't spawn in 2 seconds. I have to clear them out every single time so I don't kill the guys and the shulkers. And yeah, that's on Minecraft. I don't know what you want to call it. Go-kart race, bumper car race. Fun mini game that you can do with your friends. Hopefully this has been informative, entertaining, or both. And yeah, have a good one.
All right, hello. So the time is currently 6:27 a.m. EST, and I have recruited 2 of my friends here to help demo my final project for the Minecraft Stucco. So as you can see below, I built a recreation of Bind from Valorant, and I set up the ability for them to kill each other and effectively simulate a deathmatch, because simulating planting the spike is too hard. So yeah, can you I think you guys are both in adventure. Okay, so yeah, there you go.
Dead. I'm dead.
Well, there you go. Okay, yeah. So hitting this button teleports them into this little starting lobby. Can you end the other one? Okay, yeah. And then so Matt went to terrorist side, and it looks like Rick went to counter terrorists. So what we have right off the start is a bunch of spawn barriers like you see in Valorant to prevent them from just bum rushing at each other. As you can see, Matt's trying to run through the barrier.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's trying to boost jump over it too, but joke's on him. He can't get over. And then Rick's, Rick's in that little cubby over there. Anyways, but yeah, so what happens is once we remove the barriers, they can basically go ham and start killing each other, which is what I'm going to do now.
Oh, I thought maybe I could lob. Oh shit. Oh, we're in. Okay.
So yeah, as a spectator, we see everything. Oh. Okay, it appears that Rick has been murdered. Yeah, so in a fully built map scenario, you can see that there are obsidian blocks, and you would kind of break the blocks, and breaking the blocks would symbolize planting the bomb, and then the other team would have to do it. Since they're stuck in adventure mode, the only way to break the block would be with a diamond pickaxe that's enchanted to be able to break obsidian, so that like they can still break the block in adventure mode. And the attackers would only have one of these pickaxes, which means that like whoever dies, you would have to get the pickaxe from the person that died and had it, and every single CT person would have the pickaxe. So yeah, that is basically a observer's perspective of the map. I'm now going to give you the first-person perspective of the map. I guess Rick will take over as the command person.
Hi, my name is Rick.
Yeah, hi Rick. I think I need to opt you to give you permissions to hit all this. Okay, so here's how you do this, Rick. This creates the barriers, Rick. This one?
Which one?
This one, creates barriers, and it stops them. Remove barrier should remove the barriers, obviously. I don't know why the attackers one, defenders one isn't working right now. But yeah, anyways. Let me.
Oh, I'm floating. Oh, never mind.
Oh god. Please. ERTE sensor.
So do I just make barriers?
Huh?
there something you need me
to do? So what I need you to do is I need you to, once we both go in, so I'm gonna put myself in venture mode, you're gonna hit start game, and that should teleport both me and Matt into the starting lobby.
Yes.
Actually, wait 1 second. Yeah, I can heal you too. Oh, okay. Okay. Apparently, it looks like.
Wait, I lose. What is this?
I think it was coded wrong. I'm not sure why it didn't code Rick as being tied to. But anyways, we'll figure it out later. Yeah. So I will turn myself to adventure mode. And Rick, can you hit start game? And I'm gonna heal Matt. Huh?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, just hit start game.
Ooh, so I hit it with the cross, so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so yeah, oh, fuck, you need to be, go up, we'll go back up there.
Ascend.
Oh, I go back up there?
Yeah, you go back up.
Ascend.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so then, let's see, so let me heal you, right, Matt?
So when you guys go down, do I create barrier and then remove barrier?
Yeah, so basically, well, barriers are already, so just hit create barrier right off the start just to make sure that we don't just bum rush them when we go down.
Yeah.
You should be able to, have you hit it? Okay, so the barriers are back up. Okay, cool. Yeah, so, what do you want, Matt? Defender attack?
Sure. Which one's defender?
I think this one's defender. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Matt's going to defender, and then I'm going to attack. And yeah, so this is the first person view. Rick, give me a second so I can run around and, have more content. We have the little bind or not the little tunnel.
Exactly, just replace that button real quick.
That barrier, this stops me from running down, is it B-long? A-long? Whatever. This stops me from running into hookah. This stops me from running into mid. Oh, it looks like the barriers are off. Okay, yeah, so I cannot actually see Matt because I'm on a different team. As you can see. Okay.
No, I opened the barrel. No.
Wait, you just get, oh, no, Rick. Get rid of that effect immediately.
Oh, okay, let's go. Where's Bort?
Thank you. But yeah, so I believe you can hear, but since I'm narrating.
Are you winning yet?
Really?
Did I hit? Oh, I got it.
Ooh, let me look at this.
Oh no, you did that garbage.
You got wrecked, kid. Yeah, so Bind has teleporters that basically teleport. And the moment you teleport, everyone hears the sound. They know that someone used a teleporter. But the trashy thing is God damn it. The trashy thing is that you can basically camp behind the teleporter like people do in Valorant and then shoot them from behind. Alright, yeah. Alright, I think that's enough content from me. So yeah, that's about it for the map. We've implemented both basically entire map. Yeah, actually, wait, let me do one from CT actually, and then because I think I showed all of A, maybe. I don't know. No, Rick, can you hit start game again? Hit start game and then hit create barrier, please.
Hopefully I didn't break anything. I might have broken something.
God damn.
I broke like a block.
Which one did you break?
Some random invisible block on the floor.
Oh, that's a barrier. That's fine. Yeah, no, just hit the button, please. Before. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this gives us just resist, so we don't murder each other. What? Oh, I guess you didn't step on the plate. That sucks. Hit start game again. so you can't just straight up murder each other. All right, Rick. Can you hit create barrier? Or yeah, please. All right, and then teleport. Oh, and then I'm gonna go defender this time, I guess. And Matt, you'll go.
Alright, I will go attacker.
Alright. Oh, we're not even. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So this is CT. We have heaven, so Matt kind of knows where I am. You have a pretty good sight into mid, into showers. I feel like Matt's just pushing me.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
I see how this is.
Make the game more interesting. See,
This is more similar to walking speed in Valorant, actually.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, okay. That's how this is gonna be, huh? Can you give me resistance as well if we're doing that?
Oh yeah, I got you, Matt.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not how the game is meant to be played, but you know, I think the map itself.
No, you didn't even shoot me. You hit me.
Yeah, I murdered you with a netherite sword. Yeah, so yeah, in Valorant you are basically able to knife people. What I've demonstrated is that in this game we are also able to knife people. So yeah, this map I've created is basically the Valorant's deathmatch game. You've got being able to shoot people to death, you've got the hacks, and then you've also got the knife mechanics. So yeah, that's about it. You want a TP? Hey Rick. Yeah, so these are all the entire map is barrier protected, so you can't kind of just run out. Wait, you don't have full resist?
No, no one gave me resist.
Oh.
Turn it down.
You know, I have what whatchamacallit, right, Matt? I have max resist.
Oh, unlucky. Okay.
I also have like max strength or some garbage. I don't have anything anymore, but yeah.
Alright, Rick, let's get him.
Hold up.
So you see Rick's not in a team, so you can see my name tag and I can see his name tag.
Get him.
Matt's Omen now.
I'm an Omen main now.
Oh, Rick's in creative.
Oh, look at that Yoru TP. Oh, where am I?
Cutting through.
Trash Yoru. Wait, can I have health regen?
I'm ulting.
Ulted. Just. Goddamn. But yeah, so there's a few things we could do. So Valorant actually does have a lot of agent mechanics. I didn't really have time to implement this because I kind of procrastinated and didn't really start this until yesterday. But yeah, so some things we could do. Hey Rick, can you teleport me down, please?
69 targets.
Nice. But yeah, so some things we could do. We're basically able to give people speed based on the items they're holding. So for example, if you had like the netherite sword out, you would technically be able to move faster. That's fire the carrot at the stick that I'm holding in my left hand. We don't have that mechanic turned on because it's really loud and you can kind of hear people as they run. Yeah. So what else we could do is we could in theory spawn snow golems to act as killjoy turrets and bind them to teams. Actually, let me try to do that. Let me summon craft.
Wait, I can't. Oh, I can't use it in adventure mode. It's bad.
What do you need?
The flint and steel.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I believe you can. I'm pretty sure you can summon mobs for certain teams. Please stop. MBT.
Can I break through the barrier with this? Oh, no. Can you make this sick parkour jumper?
Hmm. Oh wait, can you try? Wait. I made a snow golem as a turret. Is it hitting you? Aw. 1 second. He's just gonna die. Fuck, crap. Wait, so, Rick, take me down again, please. TP me again. I went below you. Or I'm below the map. I'm out of bounds. Shit. Is this attacking me? Wait.
No, it's peaceful.
Oh, it's peaceful. Slash difficulty.
Wait, it might blow up the map.
What? Mob grouping is off.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Summon the light eagle.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to make. What? Wait, why are you? Wait, how are you swimming?
Turret.
But yeah, like in theory, we should be able to bind these skeletons to Oh my god. In theory, we should be able to bind these skeletons to teams so that they don't just murder the wrong people. And we should be able to give skeletons like slowness 100 or something so they don't actually move.
Oh, these are sky wolves. We can spawn wolves in the sky.
We can spawn sky wolves. There's a lot of things we can spawn, honestly. Oh, you actually jumped up. Wait, how did you get up there?
Parkour pro. This jump is very makeable.
Wait, which jump? Oh, so I'm guessing you jumped here and then you jumped on the other side?
It's easier on this.
Oh crap, I made it so you can whoops, that's not supposed to happen from this spike. But that obby block is a spike. And if I had more time I would implement it so that if you break this block, there's an observer underneath that recognizes that the block gets broken. And they'll change game state and then say like, oh, attacker's planted or something. Oh, apparently you could also make the jump from the barrel, Matt. Or that just might be because we have speed.
I don't have speed. Oh, wait, yeah, this jump is possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. There you go, yeah, so yeah, you can boost yourself and be at off angles and crap. Oh, this is actually not a bad spot. This is how Jet plays, right, normally? Like, you just stand here.
Did you know...
Oh, can you flash me? Again? Near sight me again? Oh, never.
No, the command I had to give it was lost when the server reset.
Ah, damn.
Hold on, wait. Is it here? Molly.
Yeah, so this could be like a Viper thing. Yeah, this could be Viper's. Poison takes you down to 1. Ow. But yeah, you can do Reyna by basically making them heal.
Out of here.
Sad.
We could theoretically make ALPs or something like this. Let me remember how to make an ALP again. Give me a second. I believe that you could technically just give yourself a...
Oh shit, Rick went invis. He's a Yoru ulti.
Oh yeah, yes, you could do invis with Yoru ults, which is kind of similar because you'd see the particles and you kind of know someone was there. You could just kind of spam them to death.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
Wait, what is this?
What is that?
I can't hit it, but...
That's a fireball.
It's just gonna blow up the whole map.
Oh yeah, so wait, actually, is this a good time to demo the raise rocket? Let me. You wanna go turn it on? You go turn it on. You know where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one that's a snowball. Yeah.
I need to go to Stater. Yeah. Rick isn't ready for this.
Wait, have you seen the inside of U-Haul? U-Haul is actually so like that one corner is just nasty. Have you turned it on? Is it on?
Hold on. I accidentally killed myself.
Okay. Yeah, this is tube. You can get onto this and kind of hold it.
Is the ball still there for y'all?
Yeah, it is. Just try to creative mode or survival and just punch it. It should be fine because game roll is off. Yo, wait, Matt, I found a really rat spot.
Oops.
Wait, which one of these command blocks is it?
It's a singular command block.
Is it a?
It's a repeater. It's a repeater. It should have something about fireballs or something. Like it should. It's on like the right. It's on the right side, facing away from this build.
On the right side.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen in actual Valorant, but hey, I guess it's a Minecraft feature.
This one? Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, wait, get back in the.
So you just wait. You're Rick.
Where are you guys? What is happening?
Molly.
Okay, Rick, watch this.
What do we want?
You're gonna die.
Oh.
Ow. I mean, there's not enough space. As I said, there's not enough. Okay, well, let's just do it here. You can just do it here. But basically, I figured out how to make raise blast packs. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Here, take a fireball, or take a snowball.
What do these snowballs do?
Take a snowball and right click.
What do I obtain snowball?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to showcase in creative. The trick to probably make sure you don't die in survival would just be giving you blast boost armor. But the thing is, if you right click as you fall, we basically are able to boost ourselves, and it's pretty cool. Nice.
Here comes the party.
Here comes the yeah. So like, originally I wanted to make something like using these blast packs, but you know, it's kind of hard to think of an idea. Edwin suggested something like Flappy Bird, but
these do?
I don't know.
We need
What
7.
is this?
We need to summon.
Wait, they move. Wait, you can just use it.
What is happening?
So, because fireballs interact with fireballs, so you can just kind of.
Can they blow up?
I don't think they do anything.
Oh, I just launched one.
Yeah.
In the air now.
Oh shit! Rocket League? Rocket League?
Wait, actually, wait, yeah, wait. If Rick, if you had spawned these for me earlier, that would actually be. You could actually do something with these, like Rocket League, yeah.
I'm feeling Rocket League vibes.
Yeah.
Why does this sometimes kill me?
Just where like I would just swap to full diamond. Actually, wait, you can't swap to full diamond because the other thing is on, right? Just give yourself like resist 3 or something. Here, I got you.
Alright, I have resistance 1000.
Yeah. That should.
Oh, no, I don't. Now I have resistance 1000.
Okay. But yeah, so the reason I had to freaking barrier proof was because with snowballs and like a jump boost for like jet, it would be really easy to just out of bounds yourself. because of how high you can go. And the fact that you can just spam these, because I didn't put a limit for how many. What is it? Wait, what is this effect for? Feather falling? Still falling. Okay.
Oh, it's jet.
Slow falling? Oh shit, it's jet actually.
Yeah, so yeah, like, yeah, we are now jet, apparently, yes. Wait, give us jump boost? Alright.
I want to jump. Oh.
We all have jump boost now.
What did you...
A little too high jump boost.
Oh, so the thing is that, like, yeah, this is actually a thing. Like, if you can actually force people to have a really high jump boost value so that they can't jump. Like, that's actually a thing. Like, this could be, like, what would happen if you stepped in, say, just slow orbs. Like, you just literally cannot jump, it seems.
Wait, let me get out of here. I wanna try Where are you guys?
No.
Try jumping. Oh no! Oh, wait.
You have to clear the effects.
Wait, why can't... I'm confused. If jump boost is too high, it just doesn't let you jump?
Yeah, that's actually something, that's actually, like, a legitimate thing.
Weird. Oh god, this kills.
Molly.
Molly.
It's red like a Molly.
It actually is, right? You could also do lingering, I think, like how the Ender Dragon does their lingering attack, the Ender Dragon breath. Yeah. Damn. You know my stats project is due in 14 hours, and I'm really behind on it. Why did you summon a bee? Alright. But yeah. That's about it for the map, because now we're just trolling. Alright. Let me stop recording.
I'm going to be showing off my final for the Minecraft Stucco. So we'll let that load in, and okay. Oh, real quick, I had previously recorded this video, but the audio didn't get picked up, so let me do some real quick cleaning. Let me get some frames here, and then reduce creeper head here, and blaze here. Yeah, so this is my project. So I've made sort of an arena where you can go in and fight mobs. Let me actually go to where you start. So this is actually the location where you start when you spawn into the world. Usually, like if I were to do /kill, which probably would have been faster way of getting here, you'll spawn in here. And here, obviously, you're gonna sell. You have your chains or whatever. You have your toilet, your bed, and then here you have a sign that says "Enter the arena, fight for your freedom, or perish." So once you right-click here, you'll see a text. The text got cut out because I'm recording with a smaller window because otherwise my computer would die. But it drops you in, and it gives you an iron sword and saturation, so you don't have to worry about hunger. And so right now I am in creative mode because the moment I go into survival world, these enemies would all jump on me immediately, and it's a little difficult. But yeah, we can try that for a little while and see how that goes. So now in survival, everyone is shooting at me. Creeper explosions are very dangerous. And so the main thing that we're going to want to try to get to first of all not die, but then if this were just a pit to fight monsters, this would be quite boring. So let's see if you can actually get to the amount that I had set out beforehand. Yeah, basically, I'm trying to get to 15 kills because this game mode actually has upgrades and classes available once you reach 15 like monster kills. So I'm going to try to reach that number now. Don't know why he's not angling on me. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh, close. But yeah. So as you can tell, once we die, our kills get reset. Monsters aren't exactly coded to just spawn back in once you enter. It's actually just luck of the draw. But oh, an invisible spider. Interesting. But yeah, so let's go into creative mode right now, and then I can show off everything that's sort of going on under the hood. So let me just copy that, create these here. So down here, as you see, there's a button, and that button activates this line of redstone. This is where sort of the main logic for the arena goes in. This one teleports the player into the front of the arena, so through the iron bars. This one gives them that iron sword that they start out with. This displays the initial title, Welcome to the Arena, in red text. This is redundancy. So I read these commands initially when I was just like setting up the world, but in case these commands are not set up, if anyone were to play on this, this just basically sets up the objective counter for kill count. This one adds it to the display bar, and then this one adds the player, so it shows. And then this is a death timer, or death counter, I mean. We use this in the scenario that when we die, we want to, here, as you can see, when death is equal to 1, we want to set the number of deaths to 0 again, and we want to set the number of kills to 0 because we want to basically restart. And then here we want to set this variable to 0, and this variable will come up later. This one gives the player saturation, which is why we were healing so much inside of there, but that's because dealing with food is annoying. These two are not really connected, they're just here so I can centralize all the logic. Whenever you get the kill count to 15, it teleports you to a location that I will show off in a little while. And this one sets it to 20 because there's a little bug where if you leave it at 15, since this is a repeating unconditional command block, it'll keep teleporting you there and you'll stay in place. Thankfully I had set up my, my reset over there so that I could just kill myself and come back with 0 kills, because I had gotten stuck there in creative mode and that would have been very annoying. This over here is a surprise that I'll introduce later. And these right here were what you saw on the other side of the buttons. These just basically spawn in enemies should, by any chance, the arena be empty. You can just spawn any more in. The item frames get blown up by the creeper sometimes, but it is skeleton, spider, zombie, spider, skeleton, and then creeper, blaze, and wither, skull, skeleton. And then, so speaking of that secret location, that is this spot over here. So once you get to 15 kills, it'll send you over here, and this is like a little arena shrine I made. And so normally you just spawn right here, and then you have 3 options available to you. So once you walk in, you see this message pop up, and so the way that it works is that there is an always checking, repeated unconditional command block executing if you're within 2 blocks, and it'll update your action bar, which is the stuff down there. And so this one, so they just tell you like the different paths. So this is what you would call your typical ranger path. This one over here has your melee class, and then this one has a mage class. And so if we go, oh, well, I guess I could do it. So I will throw away all the stuff in my inventory. So right now I only have the saturation buff. And as you'll see, once you right click on here, you get sent back. And then here I have the Thief's Bow. It has its own little lore. It has Unbreaking, Power, Punch, and Infinity with the Curse of Vanishing, because once you die, it'd be kind of overpowered if you could just keep it. It also gives you 1 level resistance and 2 levels of speed. So the aim is that once you choose this class, you are sniping enemies from afar, you're able to sort of run away from them quicker, and the resistance just adds a little bit of tankiness, just so you can survive. And yeah, that's enough of that. Let's get out of here. Oh, Minecraft command blocks have an interesting thing where if you have previously given yourself enchantments, it will then not give you enchantments if you have ones of a higher level, or skip them out, etc. So I'm just going to kill myself real quick to reset the effects on the player. So the melee class here gives you slowness, so you're actually slower, but it also gives you another level of resistance. And reminder, resistance gives you 20% damage reduction per level, so this is 40% damage reduction. You get a sword here, so you can read the text, and a shield. And this is, I guess, what you would call your melee class. You know, you'd be able to also 2-shot anything, or 3-shot, I guess. And this is your melee class, so this would be a slower fighter, but with the saturation and the resistances, you would just be able to tank mostly anything, and that is the melee class. So let me kill. And so then now for the final class, the mage class, which is my favorite anyways, let me go over and show you. So this one has the Magician's Wand, so Smite 5, Unbreaking 3, and so the reason why we gave a stick Smite is because over here, I'm not sure, yeah, the item frames got broken, but basically this one over here on the left gives you snowballs, and the one on the right gives you item frames. And so the way that it works is that, remember that command block I said that was a secret later? It actually makes snowballs apply instant damage. So you can now use these as sort of like fireballs, or well, I guess snowballs that hurt really hard. But instant damage doesn't work on undead enemies, so clearly we have to have a magic wand that we can use to hit the undead enemies so that they'll actually die, because otherwise we'll just be healing them and that wouldn't be really fun. So yeah, and those are the 3 classes. So it is, you spawn in, you right click to get inside, then you kill 15 enemies, then you get transported over to the other temple over there, and then you come back and then you basically try to get your score as quickly as possible, or as high as possible. And yeah, that is my final project.